So children, good morning. Once again, we meet here in the third hour, isn't it? So in the other hour, what we have learned is the chapter Deep Water. I hope it was clear for you. Now we are supposed to start with the next chapter, the Rat Trap. So the title itself suggests, see, trap, isn't it? Some sort of trap it is. And it is a rat trap. This chapter, the Rat Trap, it's written by a Swedish writer. Okay? Swedish writer. And have a look at her name. Selma Lagerlöf. Okay? That's her name. It should be pronounced like that. It's a Swedish pronunciation. Selma Lagerlöf. Okay? Selma Lagerlöf, who was born in the year 1858 and who passed away in the year 1940. So the speciality of this writer is that she was the first women Nobel laureate. Okay? The first women Nobel laureate. Selma Lagerlöf. A Swedish writer whose stories have been translated into many languages. So from that itself it is clear that her works were really that much attention was there regarding the works of hers. People used to read her works a lot. That's the reason why it was converted or translated into different languages. A universal theme runs through all of them. What is the universal theme? You can actually use that sentence while writing the introduction to this lesson. Okay, the universal theme is like this: a belief that the essential goodness in a human being can be awakened through understanding and love. Okay, so this is the introduction that you have to write while you write the introduction for this particular lesson. So even though it is told as it is a universal theme, this sentence appears to be the theme of this chapter too. The rat trap. Okay? Let us read that sentence again. A belief that the essential goodness in human being can be awakened through understanding and love. However cruel a person is, you can transform him or her through understanding and love. Now the idea, if you give a sort of affection or else your attention to that particular person who is depressed or else who is really affected due to some reason or the other, naturally that innate goodness of the man can be brought back. So that is the theme that we are going to learn from this lesson. So remember, so how will you be writing the introduction in the chapter, The Rat Trap, written by Selma Lagerlöf? The narrator tries to convey the belief that the essential goodness in a human being can be awakened through understanding and love. So remember, mark the sentence for the introduction of the chapter. So while you prepare your notes, you have to use this introduction for the short answer as well as the long answer questions. I hope it is clear. This story is set amidst the mines of Sweden, rich in iron ore, which figure large in the history and legends of that country. The story is told somewhat in the manner of a fairy tale. There you'll have to naturally excuse me. It is told that it is told in the manner of a fairy tale, that you can naturally see in the beginning, of course. But don't expect a fairy tale here. It's told in the manner of a fairy tale because the story starts like this. Have a look at the starting of this chapter. Once upon a time. It actually in fairy tales it starts like that, isn't it? Okay. So regarding the author, these are the information that I would like to share. Selma Lagerlöf, it's pronounced like that. And Swedish writer she is, the first woman laureate in English literature. Then it has been translated into many languages. Her works have been translated into many languages, and we have marked the introduction too. So you might have come across a lot of such situations where people trying to correct you people through love, maybe your parents. They love you a lot, isn't it? So whenever you make a mistake, maybe at times they scold you. That is natural. That is natural. The first natural reaction of theirs. But later on, how through love they try to correct you. You actually prefer to listen to such what talks from your parents, isn't it? Rather than being rather than they scolding you people, you prefer to listen to their talks, isn't it? That too, through their lovely comments, they try to correct you. You naturally appreciate such comments, isn't it? So the same thing. So here how it is connected, the theme that is a belief that the essential goodness in a human being can be awakened through understanding and love. How this particular theme is applied in this lesson, let's have a check. So before going on into the lesson, I just want to give you an idea on what the lesson is all about. Rat trap, that is the title, isn't it? So what is the rat trap used for? It's used to trap a rat, isn't it? You won't appreciate rats there at your home. So what happened is that naturally rat traps will be arranged here and there, and you will be keeping baits, B-A-I-T-S, baits. For what bait? What is a bait? Something that attracts the attention of the prey, isn't it? So maybe if it's a rat, naturally you'll be arranging coconut or the other inside the trap. The rats will get attracted, or else cheese, isn't it? So the rats will automatically get in and they are trapped forever, isn't it? So for that is this rat trap used. So how come it is connected to this lesson? Let's see. What we are going to come across, or else the main character of the lesson here is a rat trap seller. Okay? A rat trap seller he is. His name is not mentioned. This rat trap seller is even referred to as peddler at times. Okay? Peddler. So we are coming across the main character there in this lesson, a rat trap seller or else a peddler. So don't think that he's a salesman actually selling products being issued by a company. No. So this rat trap seller, what he does is he actually roams here and there, and whatever be the materials that he gets through begging, with the help of those materials he's trying to make a rat trap, and then he'll be selling it. So try to understand what is the appearance of that rat trap. It's all made of all those odd things that he get after begging. So it won't be having that sophisticated look of that of a perfect rat trap. So will there be much buyers? No. So based on the work that he does, he won't earn much. So what happened is that at times he had to switch on to thievery too. That is, at times he steals things so that he can earn his survival. Not the idea, but don't think that he is so wonderful a thief that he is so rich. No, never. His appearance very well says that he doesn't get much money after stealing. He's so poor. So this man, how he turns out to be a thief? Thief at times. At times he tries to steal things from others. Why? Because he needs to survive in this world. For that, money is badly needed, isn't it? So how he steals, and the character who comes into this lesson in between, how she corrects, how she brings out the innate goodness of this man. That is what the lesson is all about. So the main character, the rat trap seller, he is even referred to as peddler. He is being introduced, and after that, immediately after you come across this peddler, the second person you meet is a crofter. Okay. A crofter. He is the one who is trying to help the peddler. He provides him with food. He was so kind. Crofter is a very kind person. He provides him with food, shelter. But will the attitude of this crofter change the peddler? Let's see whether it makes any sorts of change. Anyway, the theme is already mentioned that the innate goodness can be brought out of a person through understanding and love, isn't it? So how it is being brought out in this lesson, that is what you are going to learn today. Can we start with the chapter? Okay. So remember, a fairy tale approach in the beginning. Once upon a time, there was a man who went around selling small rat traps of wire. Of wire here refers to made of wire. Okay. So once upon a time there lived a man, and that man is none other than the central character of this lesson, the rat trap seller. He went around selling small rat traps that is made of wire. And how come he didn't get much profit is being mentioned in the next sentence, okay? He made them himself at odd moments. From the material, odd moments means strange moments, from the material he got by begging in the stores or at the big farms. So what he did is, he goes on begging for something or the other. And then what happens is that, you could see that whatever be the materials that is available, he used, with the help of those things, he just makes small rat traps. Okay? But even so, the business was not especially profitable. So he had to resort to both begging and petty thievery to keep body and soul together. So not that much profit was available from the business that he does, because after all, it's not that a sophisticated work. So at times he had to switch on to begging for survival, and even a petty thievery to keep body and soul together. He should survive, isn't it? For that, naturally, he need food, water, and to get food, naturally, money is needed. So hope you know. For that reason, at times he used to go for petty thievery too. So why was the business dull? Why? Because he used to make rat trap with the materials that he used to get by begging from the stores or at the big farms. He goes over there, begs, and whatever be the material that he gets, with the help of that, he actually makes the rat trap. So the business was very dull, less profit was there, and what he did is, to survive in this world, at times he used to resort to begging, and at times petty thievery too. Even so, his clothes were in rags, his cheeks were sunken, and hunger gleamed in his eyes. Gleamed, reflected. So what happened? Remember, gleamed, it is reflected. So don't think that he turned out to be rich by as he is a thief. Don't think like that. No, he was poor itself. The way he has dressed himself shows that he is too poor a man. Okay, his clothes were in rags and cheeks were really sunken, and the eyes actually reflected poverty or else hunger. Let's move on with the next paragraph. No one can imagine how sad and monotonous life can appear to such a vagabond who plods along the road, left to his own meditations. So no one can actually imagine that situation, especially we people. Why? Because we are happy enough with whatever we have. We are born into a family who actually supports us and provides us with all sorts of things that we need. Isn't it? We all are lucky. Don't you feel so? So you can't really imagine how dull a life will be of a man who is actually a vagabond. Vagabond, a person who travels from one place to another, isn't it? Now, who doesn't have an exact place to live in. He just roams around. So no one can imagine how sad and monotonous, dull. Okay, how sad and dull a dull life is for a vagabond who plods along the road, who moves along the road, left to his own meditations. Meditations here refers to thoughts. So you can't, it will be very difficult for you to understand what the situation of this man is, how dull a life he is leading. But one day, this man had fallen into a line of thought which really seemed to him entertaining. So one day what happened, the usual thing is that he roams around with the materials that he gets. He makes a rat trap and he sells it, and at times petty thievery. Like that, the days moved on. So one particular day, actually a particular thought struck him. One day this man had fallen into a line of thought which really seemed to him entertaining. An entertaining thought. He got one particular day. What is the entertaining thought? Let us see what it is. He had naturally been thinking of his rat traps when suddenly he was struck by the idea that the whole world about him, the whole world with its lands and seas, its cities and villages, was nothing but a big rat trap. It had never existed for any other purpose than to set baits for people. It offered riches and joys, shelter and food, heat and clothing, exactly as the rat trap offered cheese and pork. And as soon as anyone let himself be tempted to touch the bait, it closed in on him. And then everything came to an end. So all on a sudden, see, while he was roaming around, what happened was that one day this idea struck in him. What is the work that he does every day? He's selling rat traps, isn't it? So the idea, the philosophical idea behind this trap actually hit his thought. So he was wondering about that particular thought. The thought is this one, that he had naturally been thinking of his rat traps. He was immersed in the thoughts of rat trap. At that time only, suddenly he was struck by the idea. So what is the idea? What is the philosophical thought that actually strike him all on a sudden is being given here. Remember this particular point. Please underline that point. It's really important for you. The whole world about him, the whole world with its lands and seas, its cities and villages, was nothing but a big rat trap. So this whole world, with whatever be the thing that it has, the whole world with its lands, even if it's land or sea or cities or villages, is nothing but what? A big rat trap. All these things are mere rat traps. It had never existed for any other purpose than to set baits. Baits, earlier in the beginning itself we have mentioned bait. Bait is something that you arrange to attract the prey, isn't it? To set baits for people. It offered riches and joys, shelter and food, heat and clothing. Exactly as the rat trap offered cheese and pork. And as soon as anyone let himself to be tempted to touch the bait, it closed on him, and then everything came to an end. So that is the philosophical idea that struck him all on a sudden. It's really important. Okay, so keep this point in mind. The whole world with whatever it be, whatever be the things that are there in the world, the whole thing that is arranged there in the world are mere baits for us. We will get attracted to it, and then what will we do? We'll just follow it and we'll fall into the pit. That is what is happening. See, we want to be rich, or else at times we want to be rich. We want to buy this thing, we want to buy that thing. After seeing the different ads, we would like go behind it, and at last what will happen? The praise will fall into the pit that is being arranged by them, isn't it? The same thing. So while thinking about the rat trap, he thinks that the whole world with its lands and seas, cities and villages was nothing but mere rat traps. A big trap it is. It actually existed with only one purpose. What is the purpose of all these things that are arranged in the world? It is just baits for common people. What happened is that these things that are there in the world, it offers riches and happiness, isn't it? Then shelter, food, heat, clothing, isn't it? All these things actually is a comfort zone for us, isn't it? So what happened is that we'll get over attached to it and we'll run behind it, and what the narrator or else the main character, the central character, rat trap seller, what he says is that it's exactly all the things that are there in the world is exactly like that of the rat trap. The things that are there in the rat trap. Inside the rat trap, what is kept for the rats? Either cheese or else pork, isn't it? So the rats will get attracted to it, and what happens is that it automatically gets into the trap. It will get tempted and it will enter the trap, and what happened? The rat is trapped. The same thing happens to we people too. After running behind all the riches and the joys, or else the shelter and the food, or else the heat and clothing, what happened is that we run behind all these things because we want to enjoy all the things there in the world. And since we are running behind it, What the narrator compares over here is even we are like the rats who gets attracted by the cheese and the pork that is kept inside the trap. Same way, we too get attracted by the different baits arranged in the world, and we run behind them and we fall into the trap. I hope the idea is clear for you. So please mark that sentence in the textbook. That is a philosophical idea being mentioned by the writer through the rat seller. Okay. So in the very next page, please take page number 34. You have a question there, page number 34. From where did the peddler get the idea of the world being a rat trap? So I hope you got the answer, isn't it? From where did the peddler get the idea of the world being a rat trap? As he was busy selling the rat traps, not busy actually, as he was spending his days selling rat traps, all on a sudden an idea came into his mind regarding how the world has arranged so many things of attraction for we baits to get attracted, so that we'll automatically fall into the trap, isn't it? So that is the point that you have to mention while you answer that question. I hope the idea is clear for you. We'll stop for the day. So remember, we have started with rat trap.